This is WPTV.
Welcome back to the desk. The Nears are rolling and there's less than 15 games left. Here to break it all down is Andrew, Anthony, Jimmy, and Andrew. Pioneers took on the NJCU Gothic Knights on Tuesday and busted out the brooms. Andrew Ballistreri, take us through this one.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the highlights from this game. It was awesome, two-game series. Pioneers get the sweep in game one. It was a great pitching duel. Jalen Miller was going off. Sidney Dabity of NJCU going off. As we see here, a nice steal right there by Jill Bigos. But this is what really matters. Bottom of the sixth inning, Jasmine Vera, fly ball to deep left field, hits the wall, gets the game-winning run in right there. Pioneers win that one, 1-0. And right here, let's see a nice little wheezy web gem as she does. Pioneers win that one, 1-0. On to game two. Pioneers absolutely routed them, an 8-run second inning. All of these runs came with 2 outs. Bigos had some nice hits, and right here we're going to see Carly McDaniel have a nice one, get 2 more runs in on that one. She's able to move up to second on the bad throw. But right here we see another rip into the outfield. This time it's Gianna Mulatto joining the party. It was a fun game for the Pioneers. They take this one 11-1. Right here we see Kylie Bythrow getting another single. Pioneers, they were just hitting all day. And Caitlin Monahan joins the fun, gets one right into the outfield to score another run. Pioneers, they really crushed Jersey City just like they had to do, but this is play of the game. The double play on the pick, the Kylie Cannon, the strikeout, getting it over to third, getting the out. And right here we see Grace Gaskill also joining in on fun, has a 2-run single and able to move on to second on the throw. And then right here, another rope into the outfield over there. A nice little cranker in Marc Brandt's eyes. Pioneers win it 11-1, 2-0 on the day.
Yeah, we were on the call for that one. We had some fun. Jimmy, what did we see from the sweep of NJCU there?
Saw the ball get put in play. Pretty simply, Pioneers only had 3 strikeouts in each game. Anytime the Pioneers can keep their strikeouts down in their performance, work walks, get on base, lineup's a lot more depth in it than we have seen since last season. 1 through 9 really can all put the ball in play. So if they can do that, they'll be in a lot of games.
Anthony?
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with what I saw here from the Pioneers. You get a great pitching performance in game one. Game 2 flies, and you know what the Pioneers do? They don't hit home runs. They are able to put the ball in the gap. They're able to put the ball down the line, get hits, put pressure on the defense, and score a lot of the runs that way, which is a really refreshing play style.
Absolutely great game. Andrew, quickly?
Pretty much what Walker said. A lot of small ball, go gap to gap, back and forth, put the ball in play. And Jalen Miller was phenomenal in game 2. They're going 4 innings pitched, only allowing 1 hit.
Yeah, speaking of Jalen Miller, she's been dealing all season, including, the doubleheader when she came in for relief in the first game and then started the second game. It's time to give her flowers. Jimmy, what have you seen from Miller this year?
Seen absolute dominance, seen another step up. We got to look at her stats here on the season, taking a big step up even since last year in her freshman campaign. 7-2 on the season, 64 innings pitched, a 1.141 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP with 46 strikeouts. She's pitched 6 or more innings 6 times this season. She has kept the ball in the ballpark, has not let up a home run. And NJCU only allowed 1 hit, so really just dominant. And she's going to be a big reason why the Pioneers are going to be a threat in the NJAC later in the season.
Yeah, Jalen Miller, certainly an impressive pitcher. Anthony, what have we seen from Miller?
She's been great, and she is a staple of the bullpen of the star rotation. She is a workhorse. She leads the team in innings pitched by over 20 innings. She's been absolutely phenomenal. And then you look at the ERA, it's in the low ones. It's been absolutely dominant for her, and she can hit the ball too if she needs to.
Yeah, Andrew.
She's pitched 64 2/3 innings, and she only has a 200 batting average against her. That's basically the Mendoza line right there, and that is insane to see.
Quickly?
Yeah, man, she's been on fire. She's solidifying herself as one of the top NJAC pitchers. The 1-2 punch, her and Lila Guthrie, both been phenomenal. She already tied her win total from last year with 7 wins. She's looking for more. She's progressing great. She's been exciting to watch.
Yeah, only 14 games left on their schedule, and the Pioneers do have some work to do in the NJAC if they want to make the playoffs. Anthony, which of these games stands out to you the most in the final stretch here?
Let's go right to the end. Let's go with Rutgers and Newark. Pioneers play them to wrap up their season. And with how things are going, the NJAC is very tightly packed. What happens in those final games might determine who makes the NJAC playoffs, where the seeding is, everything like that. And they should be able to beat a very beatable Rutgers Newark team.
Absolutely. Andrew, Gavin?
Montclair State is important, as always, the Route 46 rivalry. Montclair is 17-9. Alyssa Brown and Liz Mullen batting well above 450. This team can knock the cover off the ball, and that's something to watch.
Bally.
I got to go with Stockton, a team that's ahead of them right now in the NJAC standings. Pioneers lost both games to them in extra innings last year, looking for some revenge. But Narina Tramp and Nicole Smith, 2 pitchers for Stockton, both sub-2 ERAs as well, just like the Pioneers. And they have 5 players hitting 300 or better. It's going to be tough games, but the Pioneers are going to have to get them.
Jimmy, finally.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be the Kane Cougars for me. Pioneers faced Kane last season. They lost a combined 23-3. Kane only 2 conference wins this season, so it's a much more manageable opponent this season. If they want to compete with the top dogs of the NJAC, they're going to have to beat teams that are ranked ahead of them going into the season like Kane was.
Yeah, included in this final stretch of games is a doubleheader tomorrow against TCNJ. Andrew, Gavin, what are we expecting from these games?
TCNJ is 59. As we take a look here and look at these 2 teams together, and we take a look, the Pioneers are 18-5-1. And TCNJ is 59. Batting average, TCNJ is 335, ERA 272 to William Patterson's low 169 ERA, and the whip both low for both teams. But something to look at is Elizabeth Goose and Julia Reslessler have a combined record of 11-4, and they both have an average ERA of 212, and that is going to be insane against this Pioneer offense that can go gap to the gap and line to line.
Ballistreri, what are we looking for at this doubleheader?
Yeah, I mean, TCNJ not dominating the NJAC like they usually do. Pioneers lost both games to them last year, could not get the bats going in those ones, but this is a big NJAC matchup. Both teams looking to move up a bit in the standings, and I think if the Pioneers are able to split in this matchup, they should go home happy.
Absolutely. Jimmy?
I'm looking for low-scoring games. Last season, both games were decided by like 4 runs or less, not much more than 5 runs in each game. A lot of bunting from TCNJ. That's really how they beat us last season. They beat us in the small ball game. A couple errors got away from us. I want William Patterson to bunt more. A lot of situational times we've seen players strike out, haven't really been able to get runner from first to second, second to third with 1-0 outs. So situational hitting like that, it's going to be the difference in a team like TCNJ who doesn't make many mistakes.
Anthony, close us out.
Yeah, I like where Gavin went with the pitching here. I'm going to go with the offense for TCNJ. They have a very good offense. Julia Canali, Casey Neveling, Cameron Kitchen each have an OPS over 1,000. If the Pioneers want to win this game, they need to keep those 3 players contained.
Absolutely. Well, we wish the Pioneers the best of luck tomorrow as we throw it over to Anthony and the guys to break down some William Patterson baseball.